Alrighty. Gonna set up a few more things. Make sure I get the link right. Okay, everything looks like it's working. I'm going to post the link in Discord chat. Alright. So, this is the brine. What I'm going to try and do is just completely start, no items, see how well I can survive. Along the way, I'll maybe do some, this will just be some beta testing, make sure everything's survivable, no apparent glitches or anything like that. This will be, hey Gabriel. So yeah, it's just gonna be pretty chill, pretty relaxed. I'm gonna make sure my render distance isn't too high. Yeah, that's fine, 8 chunks. So, for species, I've picked Fey Folk. Just because it has the added jump boost. Movement speed. Although if I really wanted to start completely from the top, maybe I should... Should I? Just so they don't have any experience levels. Wait. Oh, that's weird. I didn't lose my experience? Is keep inventory on? Oh my gosh. Let's try this. There we go. Well, good enough. I'm going to try and keep this as command free as possible, but again, this is kind of a beta test. Vark space survival? Oh gosh. Yeah, no, I don't think I'd survive that. That'd be just torture. I did kind of want to make every dimension like somewhat survivable with no items, but I don't even know where to begin with Vark space. But I'm checking out my stream. There's like a huge like 20-second delay between everything I'm doing and like the actual footage that shows up. It's gonna take some getting used to. Of course it's raining too, which like, yeah, I could use a cheat command to like get rid of the rain, but like I'm trying to keep things as organic as possible, you know. Alright, I think that's plenty. One thing to watch out for are hoglin. They spawn in this biome. Let's see, how much health does this guy have? Okay, now I feel bad. Maybe not. I'm thinking first step is to get stone, right? I can either get stone because there's black stone that spawns like in deeper biomes. Like I think it's like in the either in the Indigo Midian or in the Blackwater Depths biome. But do I either want to just dig my way down or do I want to swim my way down? That's the big question. I think I'm going to try swimming. This is either going to go really bad or really good. I might just suffocate, so like We'll see. Do I want to make a chest? Maybe I'll make a chest. Just on the off chance, the completely unlikely chance that I won't survive. And yeah, I intentionally did not decide to go with Nerid because I want it to be a little difficult. Alright, let's see here. Just gonna start going. I'm noticing it's lagging a little bit for me, but how does the video footage look for you guys? Like, is it like too pixelated or, oh gosh. I was not paying attention. Oh gosh, I can't, I'm an idiot. Oh gosh, I'm going to die this fast in. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. So, yeah, that was really embarrassing. That was really bad. Like, that was embarrassingly bad. Oh gosh. So, don't ever feel bad, because, yeah, gosh. Compared to me, you're probably like the best player on the planet. Here we go. Let's hope I don't die again. Okay. Alright. Now what I should have done is like tried to get like torches or coal or something. Cause like it's hard to like find the doors. Like unless there's like a light source or something. Yeah. Death montage. See, I think what kind of confused me was like I've got to break some blocks. Or no, I've got wood blocks with me. Why didn't I just place a wood block on the side of the wall and then just go down? I don't know why I didn't do that. I think it's the terrain that's making me lag more than usual. Because when I was doing some testing in Sanctum, like it wasn't lagging as much. That's just my opinion. I think the terrain is doing it. Yeah, suddenly making it like 500 whatever. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, and since I'm playing a Fey Folk, that's why I died. You see, I'm just so used to always clutching it at the last moment. I forgot I have one less heart because I'm playing as a Fey Folk. So, you know, if I had one more heart, I would have lived. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, gosh. There we go. Yeah, this is dark. First thing I'll have to do is figure out how to get like some coal or something. Yeah, I have a feeling that this is going to be kind of like Subnautica, where most of my deaths are just drowning related. That's probably going to be like the #1 reason I die. I wonder, should I make like an underground bunker? Like, because if I want to keep getting stone, I'm going to have to keep on going back down over and over again. If I should make some kind of like staircase or elevator or something. Alright, that'll be plenty. I'll just take a little bit more. Gosh. Why is my jump not working? Oh, that's why. Oh. Yeah, it's dark even on my screen. I can't imagine what it looks like for you guys. See if I just sprint up, how far can I get? Probably not too far. Yeah, I don't have any doors either. I'm gonna have to go down again. Yeah, I'll just break that door and take it with me, I guess. Ah, my mouse wheel is stuck. There we go. Whew. Making the most mundane tasks, like life-threatening, is probably going to be a theme around here. Okay, I'm kind of getting this down. Getting a little bit of a muscle memory for it, I guess. I think I gotta eat something soon. Guess I could eat kelp, maybe. That might be... I don't feel like chasing fish around right now. That'd be even more embarrassing. Also, maybe start a farm. Get some seeds or something. Here we go. The thing is, I think I need dirt. So I'm gonna have to find another biome probably, unless... Is there a way to, like, craft and turn mud into dirt? I don't think there is. Yeah. Oh, gosh, this rain is gonna be so annoying. If I just make a little house real quick or something. Gosh. I don't even have enough for... I think... Probably gonna start... Oh! My crafting table, I lost that. Alright. And I'm gonna get some more trees. Did I? Oh, I did that one already. Alright. See, that's the thing with jump boost too, is I'm like not used to... I should play my pack more often. I feel like I'm not engaging enough with it. Oh, I need dripstone for that? Aw, thanks, Adam. That's awesome. That's literally the thing that I like enjoy the most hearing, because that's That was kind of my main goal with making this, was just to recreate that joy. You know, that feeling that you get when you first started, you know, Minecraft, whether it was, you know, for me it was like back in 2015, and I always tried to rekindle that. So that makes me happy to hear that. All right. I feel bad leaving a tree half up, but it's a mangrove tree, so I'll make an exception. Okay. Guess I could try making some stone tools. That could be useful. If I encounter a hoglin, I'll probably need something to take him out with. There we go. Yeah, I don't think there's any dripstone here, so I don't think I'll be able to. I'll just have to do some wandering. Maybe I'll make a boat or something. Maybe I should try hunting hoglin. If I see them anywhere. Because I can use that for food, and I can't remember, do hoglin drop leather? Like, you know, I could use that for armor. Or, you know, maybe I should eat. Maybe that's, like, the most important thing right now. Because I just realized, if I go fighting a hoglin with 4 hearts, I'm gonna have a rough time. Like, oh yay, it's... the rain stopped. Alright. So... what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably cook some kelp up. But I'm gonna get some more, because that's not gonna be enough to sustain me. Yeah, I noticed most of the frame drops seem to happen right when I'm like generating chunks or like going to a new area. I mean, I'm gonna try something real quick. Maybe there's a way to speed up my internet. Yeah, okay. Hold on, I'm gonna try something. Maybe you guys can tell me if this like makes an improvement or not. It's just loading, so it's taking a while. I'm wondering if I can close like certain apps. Okay, it's not responding. Okay, that's a bad sign. Here we go. No, okay, never mind, I guess. Huh. I just have a slow internet. This is all taking place on one of my servers, so. Yep. Okay, here's an idea. A vegan challenge on Minecraft. See if you can like only eat plants. I think that's gotta be a thing. Like, I can't be the first person to think of that. That's probably already a thing. Maybe I already heard of that and like, oh, Dirt. Cool, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a farm. That kelp is not gonna fly. I need something real. Yeah, I programmed the world terrain generation, all the features and everything for these biomes, but I completely airheaded, forgot that I added dirt. So, wow, there are a lot of trilobites. So, kind of a cool fun fact is the trilobites are using the AI of a fox. So they're basically a fox. If there were a chicken here, they would chase after it and try and kill it. The way that it works is it's an invisible fox, and it's holding um, a custom item in its mouth, and that item is something that I textured with Blockbench to look like a trilobite. So it looks pretty good. Like you can kind of tell, like if I were to look right here, you can see how it's like hovering above the ground. It's even more noticeable because it's on mud blocks, which are, you know, less than, technically a little bit less than 1 block tall. But still kind of fun. Like, it gets the general vibe going that I was trying to accomplish, so. Oh yeah, with I found out about prismarine with the color, you know, the gradual color. Because like if you look at prismarine, you'll see it slowly changes and shifts in color, and you know it's. I didn't realize that until I was trying to make my first ever data pack or texture pack, and I was like, what the heck are all these textures doing in here? Why does it have so many? And that's because it changes. I'm like, okay, weird. I don't know why it needs that. It could just have one texture and like what's the point of adding so many textures if you barely notice it? But, you know, that was Mojang's prerogative. Add some more. Alright, so where should I start the farm? Here's the big question. Should I start the farm here or should I like wander? Because like this biome, I don't know if it offers terribly much in terms of loot. Like if a sea urchin, I think a sea urchin will generate in this biome, but it you can get iron from it, and that's like about the only thing. You can get iron, wood, and kelp. So I might want to explore my options with other biomes. Do I bother making a farm here, or do I try something else? I don't know. Why not? I'll just make a little mini farm, a little hobby farm. Oh, I thought I had more dirt than I had. Oh, wait. I don't have any metal or buckets. So if I want to make a garden, I'm going to have to literally just build it right by the water. That's just what I'm going to have to do. Oh. Yeah, I'm noticing a little bit of lag. Sometimes I'll break a block and it will reform. Sometimes I'll place a block and it will double place. Here we go, some bamboo. or sugarcane. Yeah, not bamboo. You know, one thing that always happened to me when I'm like watching other people playing this game is that it like makes you kind of nauseous sometimes, you know. I hope that's not the case with you guys. Like, hope I'm not, you know, jumping into walls or whatever. Oh yeah, Netherkin. That would, yeah. I tried to do that once. Once was enough. Okay, why isn't it not placing? There we go. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I was trying at first to make things as hard as possible for me, but there's kind of a big demand now to make it so that there's like a potion of unwithering that like Frostkin or Netherkin, or not Frostkin, Netherkin and Enderlings could take, so that they could survive in places like the Brine. I really want to add that. I just haven't gotten around to it. I did add that enchantment, that enchantment of anti-venom. So, but that's kind of more of a late game thing. You know, if I'm early game, I'd like to be able to not die. Okay, well this garden is growing. I'm gonna do some exploring. It's so weird. I'm clicking right on it, and it's not placing. Oh, I bet you it has to do with mud blocks being so low to the ground. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was technically counting as inside the player entity and not working. I don't know. Wow, there are like no seeds dropping? What gives? I should also try and, oh, connection lost. Okay. Well, that was weird. Wondering what happened. Well, that's not good. Yeah, it says it's connecting to server, but oh, here we go. Okay, so maybe it was just, I don't know, some kind of massive. Okay, I'm back to where I was before. So some kind of lag spike or some kind of, is there, no, nobody joined. Okay, so now I'm, so that was, okay, I thought something weird was happening because I was breaking plants like crazy and no seeds were dropping, so now it just loaded. Okay, so okay, what could Frostkin get? You could also get anti-venom because anti-venom also protects you from instant damage. So if you were a Frostkin and you wanted to take less fire damage, you could do that. Of course, there's also, you know, fire protection. And now with the latest enchantment, so I added with the new cryolith armor, I made it so there's an enchantment called quenching, which is just basically like it's kind of like a wombo combo of protection and fire protection. But the cool thing is it stacks with protection. So you can get quenching plus protection and it will just be crazy, crazy overpowered. I haven't actually done any PvP tests on it yet, so it might be incredibly broken right now. The good thing about it is it's exclusive to cryolith items only. So, cryolith, it has very low item durability. So it'll be, kind of like an armor set that breaks really readily. And also has the vanishing curse, just intrinsically, like all cryolith items have vanishing on them. So, it might be overpowered and it might be underpowered. It might be like an armor that you wear that makes you completely invincible. Oh, crap. Um, and then just breaks, like the equivalent of dog armor, but for humans. I hope that's not the case. I hope it's a little bit less powerful than that. But I guess that's what testing is for. Okay. Okay, so now I can finally get my health up. Oh man, this mouse that I'm using is terrible. Like, this is outright terrible. Like, I was scrolling the wheel and it just was not moving. It's like I have to scroll it fast for it to work. That's terrible. Oh, and it's raining. How wonderful. Oh, this looks like a thunderstorm. Oh, how do I get out of the brine? That's a great question because I teleported myself in here. I didn't actually use a brine portal. So, the only way to get out would literally be to go through the void. So that's another thing that I kind of want to fix about the brine right now is, um, yeah, you could say players just need to memorize where their brine portal is and just, find their way home that way. But I feel like I it's not right to rely or to force the players to keep track of where they are. You know, like if you lose the brine exit portal and you're in the brine, oh gosh, then that's terrible. That's a terrible feeling, and nobody deserves that. So there you go. That could work. That actually used to be that way. Well, okay, it used to be where the brine was like the Omnidrome, where if you build up high enough, you would teleport to the bottom of the brine, deep down underwater. Could a Varsk storm initiate in the brine? That could work. That actually would work really cool with the copper to initiate Vark storm, because I think currently, I'm pretty sure Vark storm only works in the overworld. Because just for, well, okay, for two reasons. One, lore reasons, that the overworld has kind of a closer bond to to the traveler and the traveler's dimension, but also because I'm kind of lazy, and you just have to code for one dimension instead of coding for all the other 10 to all connect to the Varsk storm. The other reason for that is currently the way we have storm systems set up is that whenever it rains, like right now it's raining in Brine, but it's also raining in every other dimension, that allows for rain. Like, it's raining in Sanctum right now, or it's raining in Glacium. But those dimensions, they have special custom weather. Same thing with Panacea too. Panacea has a custom, rain where it makes all the mobs become more powerful. Sanctum, when it rains, the sky, turns black. You get partial blindness, and you start getting levitated in the air. So if I were to make Varsk Storm, it might interfere with these other weather systems, and I kind of don't want to do that. So I might just keep it an overworld thing, now that I'm thinking about it. But I do like the idea of having copper in the brine, because then you could just make copper tools, and it would feel kind of like you're trying to survive, or copper just, I feel like it would fit really well. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna. I can't believe I almost died to fall damage. Like, I should have known better. This would be cool. Okay, this is just an idea. Just spitballing here. Um, I don't even know how to do this, but if I'm trying to make the brine, kind of pirate themed, kind of fantasy ocean themed, um, storms would be really cool. Like, imagine you're on a boat and it starts raining, and for some reason your boat like starts to sink, or there'd be waves or something. Like, I don't know how to do that without causing massive lag though, because so far all I know of making water would be through using fill commands, and I feel like on a massive scale that could impact performance quite a bit. Maybe I could do something with like display entities, or like block displays, where I make it look like it's water blocks, but it's really just an illusion. That'd be kind of cool. I think I might take a boat ride. I mean, I've got basically as much as I can get at this point. Like, considering stone, wood, food, I mean, coal. I might just take a boat ride. I'll make another just in case. Like, I was trying to make a habit of making 2 boats, but that's, in case I get like impaled by a drowned or something. Even though there are no drowns here, I'm trying to think if there's anything that could break the boat. Maybe a pirate could, but I'd have to be pretty stupid to get like too close to a pirate ship. Which, don't tempt me. So, one thing I really like about the new terrain in the brine is how big the islands are. Because if you remember what the old terrain looked like walking for this long on an island was like impossible. It was just, the islands were too small and they were too uniform. Like, they all looked the same. They all were the same, usually around the same size, and they were small, and then they just had a complete drop-off edge to them. This looks a lot more organic, looks a lot more natural. I like it a lot, but it took me forever to figure out. That could work. Like, making it similar to Sanctum, where like you have a hard time seeing. Because that was something I kind of struggled with Sanctum's design, is how do you simulate a sandstorm in Minecraft? Because like, it's not the same. Like, you can kind of pretend a little bit, and that's why I thought blindness would be kind of a good enough idea. Okay, so now I'm just trying to scout, see if there's anything. That's just a floating island. For a second I thought that was something special, like a structure. Loving the coral reefs, just like how overgrown they are. It's kind of fun. Oh, here we go. I could get some melons. That's a great source of food. I don't have to eat kelp anymore. Yeah, why did I bother cooking up all this kelp when I could have just come over here? Wonder, am I going to need glowstone for anything? I think both beds and respawn anchors work in the brine. But maybe I'll just use the glowstone for lighting, like if I'm, you know, underground or something. Although, I'll probably not end up using them, because I already have coal, which I can use to make torches. Now, I did use tags to modify the brine, because it's, you know, it's supposed to be super humid here, it's supposed to be super all, you know, wet and soggy. So there's a certain tag that's in place in certain biomes that make it so that whenever there's a fire, it extinguishes itself a lot more rapidly. And yeah, the fires are already doing that because it's raining out, but that tag gives an added bonus. So fires don't usually last too long in the brine. An incursion event where a storm could happen in all dimensions that inherits characteristics from this one. That would be kind of cool. That was something that we had kind of tried to do, or we were tossing around with Varsk Storm, because it's this traveler's dimension, so it's kind of like, you know, supposed to mediate between dimensions. You know, you can use it to escape Dormus. You know, it's a great escape tool. But that would be kind of funky. You know, imagine you're in the overworld and all of a sudden, you know, a dust storm from Sanctum hits. You know, a portal opens or something like that. That'd be interesting. I don't know how to do that. I'm sure we could make it work. You know, because with data packs, you can make anything work. It's just how much lag are you willing to sacrifice? You know, that's something I think a lot about, is there'd be so many cool things that you could add, but if you're not, like, for me, I'm self-taught, so there's a lot of stuff I still don't know. And so I think in terms of what I do know, you know, using armor stands, or, you know, using falling sand blocks, or, you know, tricks, basically. But all of these tricks, because they're not actually hard-coded into the game like you can do with an actual mod, they have their side effects, lag unfortunately being one of them. I mean, like that trilobite I showed, there was this one glitch that was happening, and I was so happy I figured it out, where for some reason the foxes weren't turning invisible. They were just spawning in, and the game registered them as having the invisibility potion effect, but they just weren't invisible. And I could not for the life of me figure out what was going on. And eventually what I found out what worked is, for some reason the game would update, and then they'd end up being invisible, but it would just take so long. And so what I ended up doing was giving them like an effect, like say saturation or regeneration, but only for like 1 second. And so then they'd have invisibility and they'd have this regeneration for 1 second, and then when the regeneration ran out, the game would update the entity and then they'd turn invisible. So they'd only be like visible for 1 second. And that's how I made it work. And it's just all that kind of figuring, and it, you know, you just got to do what you got to do. And with mods, you can be a lot more straightforward. That is something I'd kind of like to explore more. Making the leap from data packs to mods. I just haven't gotten really around to it because I'm kind of a little nervous, a little intimidated by it. Okay. Maybe I'll use slime blocks for this. Oh, sweet. Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you, Drac. So let's see if I can make this work, or if I'm going to be... Oh, okay, yeah. Am I able to break this? Nope, okay. Wait, okay. I was in the bubble column, but I was still suffocating. I must have been just above it. That's probably what was happening. Okay, let me try something. There we go. Yeah, again, completely mundane event, and I managed to take way more damage than I should have. To make Netherkin faster in lava. Good question. I wonder if it would be possible to do like some kind of like depth strider enchantment, but with lava instead of water. That'd be kind of fun. But for an actual like item attribute or player attribute, maybe I could do something with like movement efficiency, like making it so that when it detects that a player who is a Netherkin is in lava, it reduces the slowing effect of lava. I don't know if that would work or not. The other option would be just giving like a speed effect, but the only problem with that is if the player jumps into the lava and then immediately jumps out, they'd have a brief leftover boost of running. A brine potion storm. That would actually, that's a really cool idea. That is probably like the best idea right now for a storm, because every storm has got to be kind of unique, right? So that'd be really cool. Like imagine, you know how trial spawners will sometimes summon, entities like experience bottles or something. That would be kind of cool if like potions fell from the sky, like splash potions or something, where like you could get random effects. Yeah, that would be cool if it was like random. Like maybe should I make it so that there's more harmful effects than helpful effects? Like maybe you get strength or speed or regeneration, but who knows? Maybe you get withered or poisoned or something. Like that's the question. Do you want players to look forward to the rain, or do you want them to hide indoors and be like, oh crap, it's raining. I better like hide. Another idea I had was like, does anybody play Terraria at all? Because like my dev team has been getting me into it, and when there's like a sliming or slime storm rain event, and slime starts falling from the sky, like that would be kind of cool. Like if it rains in the brine and everything gets the oozing effect. Yeah, that would be cool too. Yeah, can you imagine like you get levitation, like you just start floating and like you just float away? I don't want it to be like too, because like you want it to be fun. You don't want it to be like a burden, because that's currently. Oh look. Oh, okay. Yeah, those trilobites just killed a fish. Garden is still growing. So like Sanctum, I feel like is a little bit of a burden, like because it is oppressive, and that's what sandstorms are supposed to be. If there's a sandstorm outside, you should not be outside. Um, and so that kind of forces players to hunker down, act like it's the apocalypse and they're the last survivors in a long forgotten dimension. That's kind of the vibe that I wanted to go for. Gameplay wise though, like if you're trying to get stuff done, if you want to explore and you're stuck indoors, then that kind of stinks. So it's kind of a catch-22. With Panacea, I really like the system set up there. Is you can decide if you want to go out because yeah, the mobs are harder and more likely to kill you, but at the same time, you can get better loot. So yeah, it kind of works out depending on your skill set or your item set. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I just gotta avoid making it obnoxious. Backrooms vibes, awesome. Yeah. Did you hear that the backrooms they found out that it was like taken. The original picture for it was taken in Wisconsin, which is my home state. So it's like I was like born in the backrooms or something. I was like raised in the backrooms, and then I just got out, which honestly explains a lot. So maybe instead of going around the island, I should just sail in a direction and see what I find. Varying severities, yeah, that could work. Um, because Yeah, that could work because if you think about it, rain has two severities: rain and thunder. So maybe you could have tier one effects or tier two effects, or something like that. That could be kind of fun. The trick is how to make it visually distinct, because that's one issue I ran into with Sanctum. Because if it's thundering out or if it's raining out, there's no rain in Sanctum, so the sky just goes gray. As a player, you can't really tell too much, if the sky is dark because it's raining or dark because of thunder. So I just have the same events taking place, whether it's raining or whether it's thundering. It's the same storm, same levitation effects, no difference in severity. Oh, here's a mushroom biome. There might be hoglins here. Oh, and gold. Wait, does stone work on? I don't think stone works on. I don't think that'll work. So one thing I'm really proud of too with the new world gen is areas like this where it's not a complete drop off. Like if you're a Nerid and you want to make an underwater house here, this is a perfect spot for it. Because it's not dangling off of a precipice, over an abyss somewhere, unless that's what you want. But it's just a lot more organic looking. So here's the question: do I want to eat a bunch of mushroom soup, or am I fine with the melons? I've got plenty of food. I think I'm fine. What I'm wondering is where all the hoglin went. Here we go. That's a hoglin. Anybody else? So this is an important structure here, because you can get potion ingredients, just like that other structure. There we go. So what was that? 5 cordyceps powder. So what this does is it essentially gives you a potion of luck. Increasing your odds while fishing. It also does some other things. I think it increases the rate at which you gain experience points. Let's see here. Oh gosh. Messed that up. Oof. Oh, someone hit me? Oh. I thought someone hit me from... I thought there was a second guy somewhere. It's hard to turn around. Again, I graduated at the school of how not to do things. Okay, cool. There's a clip in the Discord. I'll have to check it out. So, I really wish I had like a bucket. Like if I had an iron bucket, like this would be so useful. Alright, whatever. So, right now, what I'm kind of looking for would be like a sand biome, like a sugar sand biome. Because there's a few structures in there that could spawn that, like... Well, I need sand to make potions. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's sandstone. Gosh dang it. I can't believe... I'm the guy who put the sandstone there. And I trolled myself. Like, not intentionally, but... And also, like an idiot, I forgot my boat. So I'm going to have to go back. What do I think of the loot table idea, though? Where was the loot table idea? I don't know if I saw that comment. Scale off rain and thunder. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Having a scale. That could work. Now, is there anything I can use coral for? Aside from, like, decoration. Or, like, dyes or something. I know you can make, like, green dye out of the sea pickles. Oh, I know what I could do. I can get dirt. That's very useful because I can use that for actually making a garden instead of hunting for random dirt blocks. Yeah, I know I'm using a shovel to break blocks. Wait, okay, I see something. Oh, that's a structure I made. A little fungus infected crab. So I don't think there's anything really special about this. It's just kind of more for decoration than anything. At least I think so. Yeah, no, I think it's just mostly for decoration blocks. I can't remember if... I think, okay, now I think I remember. When I first built the first draft of this crab, I had like some kind of rare block in the very center of it, but then I decided against it, and so then I removed it. Yeah, just checking. I really don't think that stone works on gold. I think that it has to be iron or higher. But part of me really wants to just test it out. I know it's not going to work. Oh, okay, it works. Okay, cool. I was mistaken. Well, what was I thinking of? Was I thinking of diamonds? Yeah, 20, 20 weather events in a dimension. That'd be fun. Yeah, that would actually... Okay, you're cooking. Imagine like a different rain event. Maybe I could make like some kind of announcement that says, heads up, wither storm event is taking place, or heads up, jump boost storm is taking place, or something. That'd be interesting. Like that way you could decide if you want to go outside or not. Okay, well this will be great. I can get full gold armor with this. Although maybe I'd have to like not do every effect, because what would that be, like 40 different storm events? Like maybe even more than that. Plus, like, I don't want it to feel too redundant. Like, if you go to Sanctum, you already get the darkness effect and slowness. And I think you already get wither effect, like, in Glacium. So, like, I have to kind of mix it up a little bit. Oh, inventory's full. Alright. Get rid of the soul sand. Alright. Did I? Oh my gosh, I left my crafting table somewhere too. That's terrible. Oh gosh. I am the worst at this. This is a great way to get XP though. Just out here harvesting gold. Oh, what do you know? It's raining again. How wonderful. Oh, speaking of wonderful, and like not in the sarcastic sense. What are the odds that this spawned on land? Pretty high actually. So this is a giant sea urchin. Cool thing about this is it's one of the only places that you can get, like, aside from like pirate ships, that you can find iron. Oh gosh. Can't remember how much. It's a few blocks of iron. Oh, oh gosh, that's right. I nerfed it. I nerfed it because it was too powerful. Like, oh, that's my bad. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, well. Let's see, what can I get rid of? Alright, I'm gonna need to make like a chest and organize my stuff. Okay. First off, I'm going to try making some gold armor. Yeah, there you go, chest boat. That's what I should do. What else did I want to do? Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I'm going to smelt some copper and then make some copper tools. That'll be fun. But wait, did I get rid of my coal? I think I put my coal back here. Yeah, here we go, or charcoal. So I'll smelt that in the meantime and then try and harvest some more. Oh gosh, what did I hit? Oh, I must have hit that up there. Still a decent amount of copper you can get from this. Okay. Okay. This is going to be smelting for a while, probably. Wonder if I can make another furnace if I got enough stone. Oh yeah, I got plenty of stone. Yeah, there you go, hurricanes. That would be cool. Man, you're full of great ideas. Like, these are all really good. There you go. I'm gonna cook up some steak. Or not steak, pork. Okay. So, here's the question. What should I make out of copper? I might try making a copper spear. Oh, that's so cool. I love doing that. So, why would you craft a spear? What are the advantages that a spear has? So, a spear has the same attack speed as an axe, and the same damage as a sword. So that all in all, that sounds like a bad deal. But it has 2 increased attack range, so it it extends farther than what a sword would naturally do. And range is kind of overpowered in my opinion. So to nerf it, because the spear is like 90% stick, I gave it the same durability as a wooden sword. So it doesn't matter if your spear is copper, if it's diamond, if it's netherite, it still has that, what is it, 59 points of durability. I'm gonna go pig hunting. I want to see how well this works. Sure, okay, now that I've got a weapon, I can't find any hoglin. Do they despawn? Like, well, I think they despawn, but like, do they come back? Like they should. Like they should follow the same rules as like the Crimson Forest, right? They should come back. Oh yeah, I could do the Unruly Compass. If you look at the code though, to see what the baseline properties of copper are, it's basically a golden sword with different stats. So golden sword, but with more damage and more durability, usually, unless it's a spear. Okay, so yeah, let me just test it on this fox here. Okay, well, the range doesn't feel too overpowered, especially if I can't hit it. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, yes, so this is another glitch that happens if you're noticing this. There is what should be a 0.85% chance of happening, but I think it's a little bit higher, of the item within the fox's mouth dropping. So this is technically like bamboo stock that's been retextured. This has been an issue that I've been struggling with for a while, but my newest dev member, Conyer, he came up with a solution of just giving it like a vanishing curse like type enchantment and then just turning enchantment glint off. So hopefully this will be a glitch that we won't need to see anymore, because this is just kind of bad. You know, you pick it up. This is what it looks like in your inventory. Looks pretty ugly. If you want to hold it in your hand, it looks like this. Kind of weird. I wonder, that would actually be funny, using like a trilobite as a shield. Like give it some kind of functionality. Yeah, there we go. I could plant it. Let's see what happens. Yep. So that's one way to get rid of it, I guess. Part of me is wondering, because Conyer actually made a really good video about this, about what is the most basic item. What is the most non, like, because if you use an item and you reformat it, you retexture it for repurpose it for something else, like I did with this bamboo stock, um, it kind of takes you out of the immersion if the player finds a way to use it. Like, if the player clicks it and it gets planted on the ground. So what is the most non-reactive item that you can use as a base item for all kinds of, you know, data pack trickery? And he goes through and he whittles them down one by one, and it was a really cool analysis that he made. I won't spoil the ending. But yeah, Conyer has a YouTube channel, and it's doing really good. Like, I'm really impressed by the quality of his videos that he makes. Looks like I ran out of... There we go. What else could I make out of copper? Because I think I have way more copper than I need. A bunch of gold too. Yeah, technically, I haven't gotten past gold level. Like, all of my stuff that I have. Because copper is technically just reworked gold, so it's not like I could use a copper pickaxe to break diamond ore or something. Just need pants. Oh, a clock? That's true. Only thing with the clock though is it like has multiple textures. So if you're trying to retexture something, you've got to like, don't you have to retexture all the different frames, or could you just do like one blanket like frame? I guess I don't know how that works. I've never tried it. I mean, I've reworked the compass. Like if you were to look at the unruly compass, that's just like retextured, and like it has all the different frames added in. I actually made it wrong. Like if you look at the unruly compass, it kind of jumps every few frames. That was because one of the frames I had painted 1 pixel off, and so it looks like it jumps. But I ended up really, really liking it because again, it's supposed to be unstable. So it looks like there's something, some kind of energy or some kind of power that's barely contained within the compass, and that's why it's jumping around, and that's why it's acting all crazy. And so I ended up really liking that, and I'm kind of glad that I made that mistake. Okay, just for fun, I'm just going to make some copper items, even if I don't actually need them. Copper sword. Because, I mean, that's so fun. I love it. Copper axe. It took me forever to texture these items. Like, the way that I did it was I started with vanilla items. Like, you start with a gold pickaxe. And then I would compare a copper ingot to a gold ingot. And I ended up making a color key. So like, this color would correspond to this color, and this color would correspond to this color, and this color, And so I'd match it up in terms of lightest to lightest, darkest to darkest, and make a gradient. And so then I started with like a golden pickaxe, and then using the key, I was able to translate the colors in one by one to make it so it felt as vanilla friendly as possible, but, still a new item. So that was fun, but super labor intensive, and it took me several weeks to do all the items. I shouldn't say all the items, because the cryolith items, those ones Johan did. Yeah, I have way too much copper. I am never going to use any of this copper. That's something I should maybe try and add next, or ask one of the devs to add, is copper armor. Like, so here's a big question. What the heck should copper be useful for? Because, like, it's just going to be worse than iron. And players already get iron within, like, the first 15 minutes of playing a game. So copper has got to have some sort of benefit to it. Some sort of incentivizer that players would want to use it. what I ended up doing for the Feywild is making it so that there's like no iron anywhere in the Feywild. So copper's all you got. So it's not like you're really incentivized to get copper. It's just the only thing that's there. Um, okay, your DMs. Let's see, is my Discord working today? Okay, I got a message request. Yeah, it's hard to... There you go, lightning-based effects. Yeah. The only thing is I want to avoid using as many execute commands as possible or as many data modifying commands as possible, just because they impact game performance. If possible, I would just like to set it and forget it. You make a mob that's custom. So what I currently do right now is foxes spawn naturally in this biome. They just spawn. I think it's one of two commands. I think... No, wait, it's not foxes. It's like some other... It's like zombies or something. Zombies spawn... At least I think it's zombies. I could be wrong. But the second they spawn, the game detects that they're there, summons an invisible fox with the trilobite in its mouth, and then teleports the zombie 500 blocks into the void. So this is happening constantly, which impacts performance quite a bit. I'm not a fan of, but it's not like I have a lot of other alternatives. The other alternative is just like having an item, or having a mob like a fox, and then using a data modify, or a data merge command or something like that, to change them. But again, that is super, impactful and kind of hurts the lag. Things used to be so much worse on the Bracken pack because I ran all of the commands through a single tick function. Before I was wonderfully helped to see the light and the error of my ways. Glacium especially was really bad. Like you hop into Glacium and it's just like you're getting 1 frame per second and you're just like, oh gosh. Now I think our biggest issue is just the terrain. How do we make it so that the terrain is less of an impact on the game? I mean, I think it's okay, but then again, this is kind of a good server. It has a decent amount of heft behind it, so it's not too bad. But if you have like a potato for a computer, like I used to, you're gonna have a bad time, What's that out there? Oh, that's the boat. Hey, that's my boat. Oh, the fox can pick up items. I fixed that because if I didn't, then you could just drop an item next to the trilobite, and it would drop the bamboo and pick up a fish or pick up a piece of chicken or something, and so it was a pretty goofy result. So I fixed that, but in beta testing, yeah, you could do that, and it would be kind of funny. I can't believe this is like the 3rd time it started raining. So now, gold. Does gold break gold? Yes, it does. Okay. Okay, so here's an idea for copper. Like, it's not crazy overpowered, I think. It's pretty mundane. What if it had, like, reduced attack speed? Like, what if it just naturally... Because, currently, right now, meteoric tools, they have decreased attack speed. So if you use them, like if you swing a meteoric sword, it has the same attack speed as an axe. Oh yeah, it just spawns in. Um, I don't know why it's dropping it, to be honest though. Like, because I purposely tried really hard to do everything I could to make it so that it doesn't drop anything when it dies. Um, but luckily, with the new enchantment changes that Mojang has dropped, hopefully this won't be an issue anymore. Because this isn't the only mob that has this kind of problem. Most of the custom mobs have this issue where there's a small chance that they will drop whatever it is that is giving them their custom texture. Aside from some like the jellyfish, which if you notice is all shiny, I knew I could get away with making a shiny jellyfish, that still matches the aesthetic, so it has vanishing curse. So that absolutely prevents it from dropping. But now, with the later changes, I'll be able to fix that. It's just, I'm going to have to go through a lot of mobs. And it was so weird, too. Like, you can set drop loot chances to absolute 0, and it still happens. Especially for mobs that spawn within structures. It's like it just forgets what it needs to remember. That's the reason why the Marauders in Sanctum, why they don't have like a custom sword that they're attacking you with. Originally I had it set up so that they'd have like a sword that they attack you with, fire aspect and sharpness. But when the Vindicator loads within a structure, for some reason the structure remembers that the Vindicator is supposed to be invisible, but it doesn't remember the item data of what it's using to attack the player, and so it just resorts to like a default weapon. So it's just attacks you with an axe. And if I try and the same thing happened with the pirate boss. Like, it was supposed to attack you with like a custom cutlass looking sword, and I wasn't able to get that to work. It's just some issue with how Minecraft saves entities within structures, that they just they just resort back to what their original default mob should have in their hand, whether that's a stone sword for a wither or like an axe for a vindicator. Tried to set a map to the custom death loot table. No, I haven't tried. I guess I don't understand how that helps. Like, because it's like whatever item I set it to, it always gets replaced. What are your thoughts on the structure block size limit? If I had my way, I would make giant structures everywhere. Like, I hate the block limit, the 48 by 48 by 48, because I just like making big things everywhere, and this puts a hard limit on what I can do. And so yeah, and also I hate working with jigsaw structure blocks and all that jigsaw madness. Like, it's just like when I have an error or a mistake, I have to comb through so much just to figure out what I did wrong. And oh yeah, here I misspelled a block. Instead of typing in chiseled bricks, I typed in chiseled brick, and now the entire structure won't load. Or I thought, or I forgot to click, if this one structure block should be fixed or if it should rotate. Things like that, which really, really grind my gears, It's just a pain to deal with. If I could just make every structure massive with just one structure block, that'd be great. But at the same time, I still see the utility of jigsaws, because if you want to make something like a village, or if you want to make something with a lot of randomness, then you have to use them. Yeah, exactly. Just to make them more like user friendly, because right now I feel like they're just so not user friendly. Like, I sometimes think about, okay, you don't truly know a subject unless you're able to explain it like a 5-year-old would explain something. Like, how would I explain structure blocks to a 5-year-old? The thing is, I can't. Like, it's just, if I maybe wrote down all my thoughts and ideas, but it's just difficult to put your thoughts in order. Like, once you start doing it, you get a muscle memory for it. You can do it by instinct. Okay, yeah, I gotta put this here, I gotta put that there, put that there. But if they could just make it more intuitive, that would be a huge deal. Only thing is, if they change things, then it might invalidate the current structures which exist, which on second thought I take that back, because if I have to change every single structure that I've put into the Bracken pack, I am going to just quit. Like, I am not going to touch that. I am not going to update. There are too many structures. No way. Oh, someone figured out how to bypass the limit? Okay. Well, okay, it still does have a limit though. Like, it's not just the 48 by 48 by 48. Um, I think it's is it up to like 128 now? And that was a limit that I first ran into when I was designing the Living Palace in the Omnidrome. Like, I didn't know it at the time, but I was making this structure, and the tail wouldn't spawn in. And I'm like, why is the tail not working? And so I was combing through it over and over and over again, trying to figure out why the tail wasn't forming on this giant cyborg whale thing. And then the head stopped working, but the tail was working. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And turns out I had made it slightly too big. And when it's too big, the entire thing just, the final structure that would have spawned there just gets cropped off and doesn't show up. And so once I figured that out, I was able to shorten it up, and then it all worked out perfectly. I've got to find a beach biome. Like, this is crazy. I'm finding the same stuff. Another good thing about copper, which wasn't necessarily intentional, but I appreciate, is it's nearly as strong as iron, in terms of damage and durability, but it's also just as enchantable as gold. So it's like a better version of gold. Um, it has it breaks through things just as well. Oh, why am I doing that? But it's about just as enchantment friendly as gold, because that's what its base item is. I do have to compliment Mojang on their recent block sound design. Like, I love the way that some of the new blocks sound. Like, compare it, Mycelium, that's an older block. It's been around for a while. It's whatever. But listen to mud. When you walk on mud, it just sounds so fun. Um, so you're messaging me some stuff. Oh, look, the bamboo's growing. Yay. You never know when you might need it. Okay. I'm gonna go do some more boating. Can I get rid of any stuff that I don't need anymore? Leave that copper there. Probably leave the glowstone. I doubt I need glowstone. Maybe I'll leave this too. Yeah, I don't need that. Do I need copper? I'll bring the copper with me, but I don't think I'll need it for anything. I'll hold on to the flint. You never know, like, if you need to make like an arrow or something. Oh, that is the one good thing you get from killing trilobites, is I made it so that they drop flint, Why flint? I thought it could be something related to like their armor, like, but it was just kind of a spur of the moment thing. Probably take that along. What I need to get is sand. I've got to find a way to get sand. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. More copper. I guess I could leave behind some of my stone tools. I don't really need them. Well, let's see. Okay, this is 8.5 damage, and that's 9 damage. Okay, so maybe I did something wrong here, because yeah, the pickaxe. This copper axe should do more damage. That's something I might need to fix. I don't know why it's... Yeah, it should be doing 9.5 damage, not 8.5 damage. Again, it's a lot of detailed work. Presence Footsteps is a great mod. I'll have to check that one out, because I love some good sound effects. Like, I love... the more immersive, the better. The more it feels realistic, because sometimes we don't realize it. It's like... I would describe it as like reverse uncanny valley. You know, if you're so used to playing a game with graphics that look like Minecraft's graphics and sounds that are just, you know, what you're used to in the game, and then all of a sudden you add something that improves the sound design or improves the graphics, it's like you're being pulled deeper into the immersion. You don't realize how uncanny it was before, you know. Is how I would describe it. Not to say that Minecraft is inherently uncanny, but it is kind of, I guess, in its minimalist kind of look. I've heard some people describe packs as being kind of like a little bit like there's not enough sounds going on, so it kind of feels like alien or kind of feels unnatural, which is definitely not the vibe I was going for. That was another thing that we had considered, the devs and myself, is sound design. How can we make certain things sound better? So check this out. Okay, so a bunch of sticks, right? I made it so that you can craft sticks into making oak. So if I want to just convert all of my wood to be the same type, I'll just do this. No more having to worry about all the different kinds of wood and whether or not they match. Voila. It's all oak. Let's see here. Must resist the temptation to use the locate biome command. I have to try and do this as genuinely as possible. I love this shallow coral reef though, like this is so cool. It forms just beneath the surface. Oh, there's lag? Huh. Well, that's weird. I didn't notice any lag on my end. So I'm wondering if there's like lag with YouTube or something. Oh, and oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Sand. I can finally make potions. Also, this is probably my favorite biome, just because it feels like a quintessential, pirate biome, And that's why I have the pirate ships that spawn in this biome. Oh, cool. Also, okay, that's a cool biome. I can get like wheat from there, so food won't be a problem. Um, yeah, also free sticks. Oh, looks like I'm hungry. This might be a good place to actually make a spawn. Because I could just place sugarcane around here. So the lore behind this biome is that this is like where the realm keepers have like settled, and so this is actually the feature that makes all of this wheat here is like a diet modified version, scaled down version of the same feature that has all of that wheat in like the autumn ideal biome in packs. So it's literally like they brought a piece of packs with them. I also think that cows and sheep will spawn here naturally, just like they do in packs, which they don't spawn in any other biome in the brine except for this one. Yeah, there's a sheep right there. Yeah, and this is one of the few places you can get apples too. Now, do I bother reseeding all of this, or can I just keep the seeds? I'll probably just keep them to myself. Okay, so potion making time. Right. Do I bother making coal? Or charcoal? Yeah, might as well. See, I'm just completely devastating this habitat. Well, technically, these oak trees are an invasive species anyway, so if anything, I'm doing the brine a favor by getting rid of them. Yep. Oh yeah. That's basically what the Realm Keepers want to do, is make a mini version of packs in the brine. I wanted to kind of create an interesting kind of dynamic where the Realm Keepers, they're supposed to be pacifists, but at the same time they're expansionist, and they believe that their society is the best society. And so they're trying, like, how do you invade someone if you are non-violent? Like, do you resort to violence, you know, given enough pressure and incentive? Do you become very hypocritical and say, no, I'm not violent, but you actually are? Do you engage in other social strategies to get people to like you and support you? That might not be the most morally correct, like that's kind of what I wanted to go into, is how does somebody, like, what if the Air Nation instead of the Fire Nation? What if the Air Nation attacked? How would Aang's society conquer the rest of the nations? You know, with diplomacy and with lots of handshakes, and or how would that work? Yeah, peacekeeping. Do what the U.S. does. So invade and then make a McDonald's and then. um, but what makes it so that there's like an interesting dynamic with the Realm Keepers is, of course, you never want to make one of the races inherently evil or inherently good. And so I just thought, would it, because the Realm Keepers, they saved the entire cornucopia from devastation, and everybody knows it. Um, the Nereids know it, the Outlanders know it, the humans know it. The Realm Keepers came to the rescue, but the Realm Keepers now kind of hold that over them, and it's been like hundreds of years since that happened. So now people are kind of getting sick and tired of the Realm Keepers. They're like, okay, yeah, we get it. You saved the world. That's great. Please leave. You know. Oh, why did I do that? Okay, and so next I want to make glass. Um, so this is a little bit of a cheat, a little bit of a hack, but if you notice in the code, all of these custom potion ingredients are modified nether warts. So yeah, I could like go out of my way to find some nether wart and then use it to make potions, but I already have nether wart with me, so I'm just going to use it twice. And the reason I don't feel bad about doing this is because these are kind of rare materials. You know, these are more valuable than nether wart. So it's actually kind of stupid that I'm using them up to, create the awkward potion or whatever. Um, but I have to, cause like I'm not going to go out adventuring to look for some nether wart. I'm just going to use it up here. Add more mobs. Um, yeah, I do need to add more mobs. Just in general, that's actually one of my big to-do lists is more mobs in the brine and just in general everywhere, and then more items. We want more items. I wonder, speaking of mobs, if I can get attacked by a mob here. I'm going to purposely let myself get attacked. This always makes me flinch every time I do this. So what I'm looking for is, right now there's sand everywhere, but if I can find some smooth sand, that would indicate that there's a worm hiding inside of it. I disguised it. I thought it was a lot more common. What's the difficulty? Oh, here we go, right here. So see this? This is different than this. If I get too close, I get attacked by a giant bobbit worm. Does a lot of damage. Let's see, does he? Yeah, oh, not so bad. I guess it's the golden armor that I have. He has very reduced movement speed. And there we go. What he drops is the worm mandible. So it's a potion crafting ingredient that you can use to make haste potions. So haste potions are great because A, they help you dig faster, but also they give you more attack speed. At least I think they do. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's just an illusion that makes you think that you're hitting things faster. But when you're walking through this dead reef biome, those things will surprise you. Like they're everywhere. It's just hard to find them sometimes. I think I made it so that um, you don't have to spring the trap to be able to kill them. but you just have to be very careful because it's a ranged based detection. So it detects, I think, when you're within like 1 block, and then it springs out at you. But I had to basically be standing right on top of it for it to do anything. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of cool. It looks like a little oasis in the middle of a desert. Just one little spot. There's pigs here, of course. Okay, got the glass. Is there anything I can get rid of? Maybe I shouldn't have made so many copper tools. Oh, crap. How am I going to... I don't know how I'm going to make a brewing stand because I need a blaze rod. And I think there's only one way to get that. It's from the sponge tower. I'm going to have to find that. So I think the sponge tower only generates within the sand biome. Is it in the sand biome or the coral reef biome? Okay, the sponge tower, that's right. I think so, yeah. Um, yeah, it's got, oh, cool. Okay, this is cool. This is good. Shipwreck. Heck yeah. I don't know what I'll find, but maybe like iron or something? This might be my upgrade. Okay. Okay. Carrots maybe? Potatoes? Sure, why not? I'll use the helmet. Is there anything I can get rid of? Maybe I shouldn't be holding on to like the sugarcane and the bamboo. Like, I'll hold on to the carrot though because I can make golden carrots. That'll be a great source of food. Here's the question. Do I bother getting the moss? Like, what would I use the moss for? Probably nothing. I'll just leave that. Alfheim tree that I sent you. No, I didn't. I have been ignoring Discord for a bit. I'll get rid of the flint. Now, was that the only chest that was here? Like, I think that might have been. Yeah, sometimes the shipwrecks spawn with multiple chests, but this one looks like it just has one. A huge structure. Okay, I'll have to check it out once the stream ends. I am terrible at multitasking. Oh, here we go. What is this? Looks like a giant starfish. Okay. Oh, that doesn't drop anything. Okay. So what I would love to see, a late game structure, is it forms in this biome, in the Pax Keeper biome, but it's like a giant kind of quartz looking pillar that comes out of the ground. Super, super good loot in there, but it's kind of a challenge to get in there. Hmm. What I would kill to find a pirate ship. I would love to find a pirate ship. Now, of course, if I were a Nerid, this would be a lot easier. Like I could just swim everywhere. But I kind of like the landlubber's approach to this. Also, it's kind of fun when you're swimming and you just notice the drop off. Like, it took me so long to get the terrain just right where because you want to experience the depth of like what an ocean feels like where you go to the drop off just like that one scene from Finding Nemo. I wanted to get that feeling. But at the same time I didn't want to feel so unnatural like it was before. Hey, pirate ship. That's cool. Okay, so what are you guys willing to bet that I die right here? Um, because this could either turn out really good or really bad. Okay, so two ways I can do this. I can do this the cheater way, or I could do it the way that I originally intended, which is a lot harder. So I know exactly where the loot is. There's a chest here, there's a chest in the back here, and then there's a chest up here. I could just tunnel into the side and steal it, or I could go right up on deck and fight them. Oh, cool. This is what I was just talking about before this. Oh, wow. Okay. So, I swear I didn't plan this ahead of time. But what are the odds that I was just talking about this and it generated it? Like, that's pretty cool. Okay, so you notice the ice up here? Um, the reason why there's ice there is because originally I had water there. But for some reason when the structure loads in, the water loaded not as flowing, but as like stagnant water. So it was just this levitating water. And that's no good because I wanted to make water elevators that would drip down and that the player could climb up. So I put ice there instead. Frosted ice, the same stuff that forms when you're walking with Frostwalker enchantment boots. And so you just have to wait a little bit. If there's enough light, there should be enough light. I put a bunch of lighting in there. Eventually it'll start dripping down. Oh yeah, you get an advancement too. Oh yeah, that's right. You get weakness. So you know how there's an armor stand in the Glacium Tower that gives you slowness? It used to be mining fatigue, but I changed it to slowness because the mining fatigue was a little bit too oppressive. This one gives you weakness, so you're not able to kill anything. So it's kind of like a little fun mini adventure. Is this the same ship that I was at before? No, this looks like a different one. So, um, this is another problem that I've noticed with my data pack that I'm trying to solve. Is when you see one structure, usually there's a bunch of other structures right next to it. And that's kind of annoying because I'd like to make it so that the structures are more evenly distributed. Here we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'll put the copper back. Or maybe not. Okay, so with the iron, I can use that to make a shield. That'll be really useful. Alright, that was it? Alright. So the main object of this is when the water eventually melts and flows down. What's my game rule tick at? Random tick speed. Should be at 3. Was it not at 3 before? Maybe I had it at something lower? So, the way that this is designed, right? Oop, wow, okay. The way that this is designed is you crawl up from the water pouring out from underneath this base. You crawl up and you're inside this room. The room is sealed off with a bunch of lava waterfalls. It also has some skulk sensors, so if you make too much noise, a bunch of blazes are going to drop in and attack you. So you have to be kind of quiet. There's 2 levers in the back. As sneakily as you can place blocks to maybe cover up the blazes from dropping down. Again, you have to be super careful about this, because even jumping out of the water, you're going to trigger the skulk sensors, and then the blazes are going to drop, and you're just going to have to fight them, which is going to be hard with the weakness effect. Like that, I guess, is why a water bucket would come in handy. You could just take out the blaze with a water bucket. So, this is actually preferred. The way that I designed this is for multiplayer. So you have 2 people that each go into either side. The levers on one side control the lava waterfalls on the other side. So both of you flick levers and allow the others to exit the room, to get past the lava. Once you get past the lava, there is a guard you have to get past. Let's see if I back up a little bit. Oh, wrong way. Maybe you can see him. Oh gosh. Kind of hard to see, but you see those 4 smooth stone blocks right there? Right on top of them, right above them on a platform, is, I think, like a wither skeleton in gold armor. It's very similar to the minions that the thrall summons to attack you. Just one guy. You fight him, and then you enter the center room. The center room has a bunch of spawners that will spawn these little flying things that will attack you. They do minimal damage to you, but they have crazy strong knockback. They'll knock you off the platform. You'll have to climb all the way back up again. If you can manage to get past them, there's a bunch of levers in the center. Flick all those levers, and the armor stand that gives you weakness will lower, and you'll be able to smash it. You smash it, destroy it, and the weakness effect goes away. Then there's a waterfall that will form above you, a little water spout. Climb up that, and then you can enter the room where all the treasure is. But there is an Elder Guardian up there, so he's kind of like the final mini-boss, I guess. I don't think I'm ready to take that on quite yet. Maybe after I fight some pirates. I'm going to take it one step at a time. Boy, it's lagging more for me now. I wonder if it's the spawn blocks, the monster spawners. Well, that worked out. Okay, so I could just steal his shield. Really, that's probably what I should do. Yeah, I'm gonna make a crafting table right here. Maybe I'll make a chest too. There we go. Or get rid of some stuff. At least like the valuable stuff, like that way. If I do die, I can try and make my way back here. Is that shield any good, or is that kind of garbage? Yeah, I'll use it. think I should go up on deck? Is this too easy? I feel like... Oh gosh. I take that back. Maybe this is fine. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I don't think I have enough. I wonder if I make like a little hole underneath. Would they... Is it a smart idea or a stupid idea if they all came out from underneath? I'm worried that this might be a stupid idea. That's kind of cool. I could use a spear. I think the spear would be good. Oh. Oh gosh, you managed to hit me from there? Alright. I kind of like it when they manage to hit themselves in their own stupidity. It's kind of a fun dynamic, like, you gotta trick friendly fire out of them. That was cool. Is that the captain? Oh, that's the boss. I don't want to fight the boss just yet. Get the minions to take out the boss for me. Oh, that's cool. The sword has sweeping. So spears have sweeping on them, just like a sword does. And now notice how quickly it's depleting in its durability. What does this have? 43 hits left. Scared me for a second. I thought I saw something. How many are there? This is kind of scary. Like, an axe. Free axe. Okay, now there's a spawner here I gotta break. Sweet. Cool. Oh, another advantage to being a Fey folk, I could just jump up 2 blocks. Okay, that's good. That's good. Sweet. I'm gonna eat some bread. Heal up. Okay, is there anything I can do? I can... Oh, but I lose the... whatever. Gotta survive. Sharpness 2? Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, but it loses its sharpness. Well, I'll just hold on to it then. Alright. I'm ready. Take out these guys. Oh, that time it hit me. keep spawning in. That's the problem. My shield is about to break. Oh, gosh. Okay, I gotta find a better way to take these guys out. If I had a lava bucket, that would have been fun. Just can't take it. I gotta... Why is it lagging so hard? There we go. Okay, do I hop down? What do I do? There's the captain. There you go. One more. Got him. Cool. Alright, I think there's the... Oh gosh. There he is. There we go. Now I gotta quick take this out. Alright. I survived. Phew! A little nervous when my shield broke. Boy, it's lagging hard. It's taking me forever to eat. Well, that's not good. Does this mean I'm gonna get kicked from my server pretty soon? So, another fun thing to do is, instead of attacking the boat from the back, attacking it from the front, because you get access to all these fire charges, torches, TNT, redstone. Oh, and brewing stands, which is what I needed. You can set the ship on fire and just let it burn, and it's pretty fun. Like, you just... I mean, granted, all of the minions, all of the pirates escape when that happens, and they're in the water, and they're shooting at you with arrows when you're in the water, which is non-ideal. Not really the funnest thing to deal with. But it's just fun to set a ship on fire, and, you know, it's just very cinematic, I would say. This here is the best chest. It has the best loot. Okay, here we go. Crimson Spark. That's kind of a mid book. I don't know about that. I'd actually put it in a lower tier. Cutlass. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Brine Portal Key. Golden Apple, Golden Carrot. Oh no, I'd say pretty good loot. Maybe I will take the Crimson Spark. It doesn't hurt. Some Dragon's Breath. Alright, but I've got a lot of stuff now. Like, a lot of stuff. One more guy I can take out. I've actually died more often to this guy than probably the boss. Let's see here. Okay, well, that was kind of anticlimactic. Oh, he survived. Okay. Too bad I don't have a mace right now. This would have been really fun. Oh gosh, I am gonna die to this guy. There we go. Who's laughing now? If only I had that shield. Shield would be really useful right now. I've got iron. I could make a shield. I could do that. Take me 4 seconds to make a shield. Oops. Okay, gosh, that's not good. Iron is pretty valuable here. So I've got a spear held up pretty good. Okay. Alright. Cool. He just had one hit left. Alright. See, reason I die to that guy is I'm always getting knocked off and falling to my death. It's just like something that, you know, always happens. This is kind of weird. I feel like I'm in like, this is a continuity error. Like I was supposed to die there, but I didn't. Alright, is there anything I can rob? Anything else I can steal? Probably leave that ladder there, leave these books. See, this is why we need the bundle. Okay. Should I try taking out, like, I think I might do one more thing before hopping off. I'm probably going to try taking out the, that big quartz structure. Just seeing what I can do, if it's worth my time or not. But I'm going to do some prep work. Get these out. Get this. Tempest Nectar, do I need that? So Tempest Nectar, what that does is it gives you swimming speed and water breathing. I don't think I'll really need that. I honestly don't think it's going to be that important for me. I'll probably need this. Do I need haste? I guess it wouldn't hurt. I'll try that out. That might be kind of fun. And yeah, I'll use that too. You know what? I'll use all three. Yeah, and I'll make some golden carrots too. That'll be fun. Hey, there we go. I've made copper apples, iron apples. I should make copper carrots and iron carrots. That'd be kind of funky. Well, not enough to jump out. Alright, what can I do here? So, first, first I've got to actually fill them with water. That would be important. This is going to fill up my inventory real quick. Oh, yeah, just like that. Anything I can get rid of? Yeah, whatever. What I should do is eat up all the bread, so I got one more inventory slot. There we go. Here we go. This is where I want it to be. So, because the Tempest Nectar I think is the least essential right now. Cool thing about this dimension is I do not need any blaze powder. It's always full of blaze, always good. Let's try making some potion of luck. Maybe add some glowstone to make it last longer. There you go. Or no, oh, it doesn't make it last longer. It makes it so that it's twice as powerful. I'm gonna have to get rid of some stuff. Totem of Undying I'm gonna have to keep with me though, because that's gonna be important. Okay, now was it the ingots that made the gold? Yeah, I think it was. Carrots. Now there was some redstone too that I can steal. This will make the effects last longer. Also make splash potions. You know what? I'll use the TNT too. That'll be really fun. Because there's an Elder Guardian there, so I'm not going to be able to break blocks too well. TNT will be super useful. I keep missing the spot right here. Do I want to make a lingering potion for anything? I don't think so. Yeah, that was bad lag. You see how I just dropped into the ocean and then just... That was not good. I wonder where all these lag spikes are coming from. Because all the spawners are destroyed. So, only thing I can think of is maybe the armor stand? Because that could be it. It's essentially constantly checking to see if there's a player that's nearby so it can give it weakness. That must be the problem, I'm thinking. Haste. Alright, awesome. You know what? I'll use glowstone for this too. So I made way more potions than I actually need. Is there anything I can do? Okay. I think I want to do is I'm going to make a diamond spear. I mean, yeah, its durability is going to drain pretty fast, but that's okay. Because I don't need copper and stone anymore. I've got iron. Is the Crimson Spark going to be useful? I've got 23 levels, so I might as well bring it along. Trying to strategize here. Alright. Almost ready, I think, to take it out. Here we go. I'm going to pause my stream for just a quick second. Maybe not. Let me see. Can I... I'm gonna try maybe muting for a bit. Or maybe not. Do I bother? Yeah, let me just quick mute my... And I'm back. Okay, so I got a diamond spear. Got a shield. I could use a pickaxe. I think I'm going to need a pickaxe because I'm going to be trying to do a bunch of digging. Water bucket probably for the blazes because I really don't think I'm going to be able to sneak my way in. I am going to trip the alarm. And who knows, maybe the buckets will be super useful. Oh gosh, I made 3 buckets. Didn't mean to do that. wanted to make an iron pickaxe. Do I have any more iron? Ah, crap. You know, if I kept that one spawner around, I could have made an iron farm. Because those vindicators, those pirates that come after you, there's a rare chance that they drop an iron ingot. So that's kind of farmable. In fact, it might be kind of an OP farm. Alright, let's see here. And my armor's not the best either. Yeah, but whatever. We'll wing it. So, do I have everything I need? I'll need more of the potions, I think, though. Okay, so I want luck just because it never hurts. I'll be killing mobs, so it'll be increasing the amount of XP that I take. I also want haste, but I'll drink that once I get close. Maybe I'll get more haste. This is everything. Yeah, I think I'm good to go. I mean, I could maybe... I don't think I have that sugarcane with me. I think I got rid of the sugarcane. I could have used that to give me speed, but I honestly don't think it's that important. Okay, but this is a serious issue, though. Water should be dripping down from here. It should not be up for that long. There's something inherently wrong going on here. That's not right. Either it's not getting enough sunlight, or there's some kind of issue with blocks not updating. But it's never done this before. It's always eventually melted. I'm not sure why it's acting up. I wish I had, like... I wonder, is it possible to use, like, an arrow with a flame enchantment to, like, melt ice faster? Does that work? I don't think it does. Oh, I should probably get some blocks. A little bit too early, because if I can't water tower up, like, maybe I could water climb up the side. But I'm still going to get some blocks just because... in case I fall, I want to be able to place something underneath my feet. I should probably bring that command block too. Or not command block, crafting block. Yeah, command block, I could just do anything. Why is everything sinking? Aren't some items supposed to float? Yeah, use a chest boat. Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, good question, Dr. C. If I make iron carrots, what should they do? I don't know yet. I was just throwing random things at the wall. It's probably a really dumb idea. Because, like, okay, so golden apples give you, you know, a fair amount of decent effects. Iron apples, they just give you armor. Because, you know, I thought iron should be less valuable than gold. For carrots, though, like golden carrots, they just give you a fair amount of saturation. So would iron carrots just be like a dieted version of that? Like just like carrots, but slightly worse? Like, I don't know. That maybe it's not worth the effort. It would just look cool as a texture, but, you know, I can't always follow the rule of cool. I've got to make it have some practical value. I'll use these. This is a perfect building block here. Alright, now I'm ready to go. And yeah, you're absolutely right. A chest boat would work way better. Oh, yeah. No, I kind of want them to exist. But, okay, so here's my dilemma. it would be much easier for me to block tower up here. But then I'm basically skipping all of the fun stuff that comes with the escape room. Do I want to do that? And also, there are some strategically placed spawners that will spawn some enemies. Maybe it's a bad idea. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Because if I try and tower my way up, I'm going to run into trouble and I might just get knocked off. And yeah, there's water here, but it's just going to be kind of frustrating. Maybe I'll try towering up here. That's the cool thing about being a Fey folk is that the jump boost really helps with block towering. Not so much if you're a nerd. Wait, do I have enough? I don't think I have enough. 14 blocks, is that enough to get me up there? I don't think so. Yeah, not enough. Gosh dang it. I'll be back. See, I used too many up here. That was my problem. See, that's what I get. I'm in a hurry, and I don't pack as much as I should. My inventory is either clogged with too much stuff or not enough stuff. Is 11 enough to take me up? 17? Any more garbage I can use? Garbage blocks. Gold. Can't believe I don't have more blocks to deal with here. Yeah, okay, this I could use. Oh, and in the meantime, I might as well set this boat on fire. I'll come back and we'll see what happened. So, again, I was thinking to myself if I should include the full experience and purposely tunnel up. Oh gosh. If I should tunnel up there. But you know, life's too short. What? Oh, that stupid thing. Oh, that stupid thing. It knocked me off. Oh, yay. Mining fatigue. Oh, that thing there. So that's the thing that... Why couldn't I hit it? Oh, the weakness. That's right, I have weakness effect, so I can't hit it. Oh, but I can use my book. Crimson Sparket. This is one of the reasons why the books are useful. Gosh. See, I'm panicking. Okay, where is he? Is he around here? Okay. Oh, that stupid mining fatigue. Oh gosh, they're everywhere. Yeah, they're spawning like crazy. Oh, that was him. That was the guard. Okay. To be very careful. I could use TNT, I guess. There we go. Okay, it looks like the blaze is already triggered. I can hear them inside there. Okay. I'm going to stand in the water so I don't get knocked back off the platform. Gotta flip all these levers. That's right, I can't hit him. So these flying golden discs, they're modified vexes. Here we go. Armor stand is coming down. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about the guardians. Another reason why I built the pillars, it's not just aesthetic reasons, it's very, very practical. Okay, now if I can just get to the armor stand. There we go. Alright. Weakness is gone. I can finally do some damage. Wait, how is he... There we go. Try swimming up here. Okay. Oh gosh. Wow. Okay. Well, I could have died, but I didn't. Okay, at least I got that armor stand. That was like the main big thing. Because now I can actually stand a fighting chance. Instead of just running away from my problems, I can fight them. Gosh. Oh, okay. You can't hit me when I'm down here. Oh, stupid. Alright, as long as I stand here, as long as he doesn't hit me to the side. Come on, I gave him like 1 HP, so they're... Does he see me? Yeah, he sees me. He's gonna attack me. Oh gosh. I just gotta get out of here. That's just what I... Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Wow. I feel like a ping pong ball. If I can just make my way up the water elevator. Wow. Okay. Alright. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Gotta get rid of these spawners. I would have mining fatigue, that's right. Okay, so I gotta take out the big bad guy, that's right. I'm trying to figure out my order of operations here. I'm gonna use the cutlass, because the cutlass gives me, like, some armor, I think. Yeah. Gives me 3 armor. So yeah, holding on to that. At least. Grab that guy. Love these pillars. Really glad I built them. Wait, I wonder, can I use a Crimson Spark? much damage is this really doing? Because, hey, it's not affected by thorns. Yeah, heck yeah. Seem to be doing anything. Down to 7 levels. Wow, I burnt through my levels pretty quickly. How long will I have mining fatigue? Oh crap, I should have brought a honey bottle with me. I could have drank that and then I would have had the mining fatigue gone. Well, I guess I'll just have to do things the old-fashioned way then. I'll set some TNT up. How many spawners? I think there's just 2 spawners here, so that works perfect. Yeah, once you manage to hit these guys, they have like very little health. Wow, okay. I love how I panic and start shaking the camera around. It's very stupid. Okay, maybe I should have held my shield up for that one. I do like how there's a drain right here, and like it's like the Guardians get flushed down the drain. It's kind of funny. So this is the loot that is the good loot. This is the stuff that you want. Essence of Infinity, Sentinel Rings, which you use to craft the potion of spectator mode. Basically, it's a really cool. GM was the one who designed it. Oh, talking too much. Really powerful. You can use it to temporarily go into spectator mode, and then it teleports you back to where you originally were. This guy, what are these guys doing? They just keep popping out. They just won't go down. But I'm especially excited for Essence of Eternity and Essence of Infinity. What these guys do is they basically make your potions legendary. They can double the time. So if you have an 8-minute potion, it'll make it 16 minutes long. They can also, I forget which one. I think Eternity makes it go longer, and Infinity makes them more powerful. So if you add Infinity to a potion, instead, if it's like a tier 2, it'll go up to a tier 3, which is awesome. So you can hit people with instant damage Mark 3 and absolutely just devastate people's HP. Oh, shield doesn't work on Guardians. Okay, that's right. Just tanking everything. Okay. There's one more right here. Holy cow! Why did I bother making golden carrots? What is this? Thorns 3, Thorns 3. Yeah, I'll wear that. That looks good. Much better than the stuff I currently have. I'll wear this too. So, oof, I think it takes 2 hits to kill these guys? Yeah. Oh, and they drop Sentinel Rings. So you can make a farm out of them. Wouldn't recommend it because they can go through walls. But yeah, this loot is really good loot. Okay, so Eternity makes them stronger. I think I might have done that backwards then, because Eternity is supposed to last forever, like an eternity. And infinity is supposed to make it... Eh, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so that's all the loot, I think. Yep, so... Again, the loot isn't impossible. Like, it was a bit of a challenge. I kind of had fun with this. Oh, I forgot. There's more I can do. Do I have anything to light this with? Oh yeah, this is also a souvenir. You can get this enchanted block of gold. Okay. Question. This is just out of curiosity. Can you light TNT with a crimson spark? Looks like you can't. Okay. I was just curious. Okay. So this is the final treasure. A lot of gold. Crap. Oh gosh, I forgot. Copper is basically just a glorified golden pickaxe. So yeah, I just destroyed an entire block of gold. And I don't have enough iron to make an iron pickaxe because I mistakenly misclicked and made 3 iron buckets instead of... Oh gosh. Okay, so I think this is a good place to call quits because I finished the challenge. This currently is the hardest challenge within the brine. Not for long though. I want to add a new boss to the brine. I'm thinking of adding it to the underwater deluge city. That's going to be kind of fun. But this is currently basically the hardest challenge in the brine. There's more things you can do. You know, obviously you can get better armor. There's some cool items in here called Lustra. And Lustra is basically, you know how netherite items can give you, they have like a durability of like 2,500. Lustra has a durability of 3,000. So it doesn't do as much damage as netherite, but it has a lot of health. So it's something really, really cool to gather. Aside from offer, you know, if this was like a PvP setting, if I was trying to grind to, you know, make myself as powerful as possible, I would be probably doing a lot more with potions, especially now that I've got all this cool eternity and infinity and all these spectator potions. You know, I got pretty powerful. Like, I just haven't really kind of applied it yet. You know, like I'm only wearing gold level armor. Um, I could go after more pirate ships now. I could take them out with splash potions, which really helps when they're all clustered together like that. I could make an iron farm. I could be wearing iron armor. Um, I could be exploring. There is a way to find diamonds. If you go into the deluge underwater city, there's a rare diamond block that will generate. So it is possible to grind and get higher level. But I think I did pretty good for just the few hours that I was online. But thank you so much, everybody, for watching my stream and engaging with me in chat, because it's nice to have somebody to talk to. Nice to be able to interact instead of just talking to myself. I appreciate you guys so much. Yeah, and thank you also to the dev team that talked with me in chat too, just to communicate. I appreciate it. This is a server. I'm currently using a server. It's accessible by the dev team, but it's also accessible by a few friends I know IRL that just might access it. So if I'm in a stream and people show up, you know, that adds a whole new dynamic to things. Hopefully not a disruptive dynamic, but we'll see how that turns out. This was kind of just like a solo single player thing that I just wanted to do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to hop off now. Thank you so much, guys.